Well, hello, my wonderful MAT 171 students. With this video, my goal is to show two questions about factoring and finding all zeros of the functions. These two questions are a little bit slightly different than the ones that you have seen in PowerPoints and soft chalk lessons. So they're short. I promise that I will try to be short, but make sure you understand how to solve questions like these two type of finding all zeros of the functions. So let's start with this first one. So f of x is x cubed minus 3x squared plus x minus 3. The question is asking factor and find all zeros. So when we start factoring this question, we're going to think about the first portion first. Write down an x squared parentheses, first two terms, look at it, and that will be x minus 3. And regroup the last term, x minus 3. Okay, so then we see that they have something in common, x minus 3. So we can rewrite the function by taking it into x minus 3 parentheses. So from the blue terms, we are going to left with only x squared. From the red term, we're going to left with the term itself plus 1. Okay, so this is the factored form. You got some points so far. Now, remember they were asking find all zeros. So we need to find all zeros. So for one of them, we're going to have x equals 3 by making x minus 3 equals to 0. That's one. Now we need to find the zeros of this portion. So unfortunately, that portion, this portion I'm talking about, is not very easily factorable. So we're going to go ahead and apply either quadratic formula, which could be the case, or you can make it equal to 0, but realize that there are no actually real roots. There will be complex roots. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and do with the thinking that making it equal to 0, right? So then we're going to end up x squared equals -1. Then if we go ahead and take the square roots, we're going to end up with x equals plus or minus -1. Square root of -1. So remember, that will be equal to I. So the other roots will be -I and positive I. Okay. Now, if we go with the complete factorization, right? So then we need to write it this way: x minus 3, x minus I, and x plus I. So we're done. All right, so this is question 1 about factoring and finding all zeros of the function. The technique we use here is grouping. All right, hope it helps. Another one is coming on the other video.